Welcome back, boppers, to Doug Plays 40K Space Marine. Yes. Those are cool. Those are Earthshaker platforms.
Stuck on bloody Forge World and not a single tech priest in sight.
Those are what now? Earthshaker platforms. They're basically, they go on basilisks. Ow. The fuck are those? They were used in Forge World.
Digger! Digger!
Form it down, firing line!
Right, me, bitch! It has been a hot minute since you played this game. Agreed. I wanted to get back to it sooner, but, like, I fell in love with, whatchamacallit, Eisenhorn. Ah, yes. Eisenhorn-Xenos. So I'm brought about the change now. Well, I finished Streets of Rage 4, so I figured, what the hell? Might as well go back to this. Because, yeah, like, Streets of Rage 4 was fucking awesome. I had fun doing that. So, I go this way. So, I am... For fuck's sake.
Time to die!
Oh, well.
Run for it! Kill them Space Marines!
Wow, okay. Yeah, so I am officially in love with Primaris Marines. Or rather, like, I like them. I like what they can do. Ooh, I can use that heavy bolter. So are you, like, stuck on that? No, if I wanted to, I can, like, be mobile with it. So, what's up with the Primaris Marines? Alright, so, essentially, the Ynnari revived, Wilman, which is the Ultramarine Barmark, who went back to Terra, and basically chatted it up with the Emperor for something
fierce. The
fierce.
trenches beyond the ruins, and the battlements beyond that.
And the gun battery.
The Orks took it almost as soon as we got here, nearly 2 weeks ago. Our unit was the only one to make landfall before they gained control. Now none of our ships can get past the gun.
So you were saying? Yeah, so he was chatting up a storm with the Emperor for like a few weeks before coming out and saying, like, I am the Lord Regent of the Imperium for the time being until the Emperor can get back up and running. Oh, by the way, I'm dissolving the High Lords of Terra. What are the High Lords of...
Weapons authorization confirmed.
Ooh, a Stalker Bolter. Don't mind if I do.
Granted.
I can't... They took away my heavy bolter.
That's where the Orks breached the gun battery. We haven't been able to make it inside the wall. There just aren't enough of us.
You have survived this long on your own, Lieutenant. You have done well. But you are no longer alone. We will retake the gun. You will get your reinforcements.
I'll hold you to that, Captain.
So, wait, what are the High Lords of Terra? Okay, so...
We're heading back to the command post, Captain. Good luck. 34. Injured workers should seek treatment in Sector 46.
Come on. Okay, so there are 12 there were 12 High Lords of Terra. Each one of the High Lords commanded a specific thing. For instance, there was a High Lord that represented the entirety of the Inquisition, who would report on that. There would be a High Lord for all the navigators that can navigate through the warp. There was a High Lord for, I think, the merchants. There was a High Lord that represented Segmentum Command. So there was a High Lord for Space Marines? No. Space Marines, whenever the Space Marines are needed for something, they always get requested. There are a couple of exceptions to this. Somewhere in the line, there was an oath of fealty that was sworn to the Inquisition that all Space Marine legions had taken up. This is where Death Watch fits in. So if the Inquisition comes like saying, yeah, it's your time in the Death Watch, then the Space Marine has no choice. And the chapter has to live with that? Essentially, yeah. You have to understand, the Inquisition, they have the power, they have near unlimited power. They can take command, and have taken command, of Space Marine chapters before. They usually just walk on eggshells because they play the politics game. There you go.
Find the Space Marines! It's the Space Marines!
Fucking Grinches. Are you going the right way? I think so. I have my Stalker Bolter to...
Rush the star! Kill them all!
Orc charge. What orc charge?
Kill them Space Marines!
I only know more about 40k than Arch.
These battlements, we will use the breach caused by the rock to enter the gun fortress.
Look, I already talked about. I already said my piece on that piece of shit. On that retard piece of shit. I don't need to say anymore. Oh, god damn it! Why do you keep right mouse buttoning? Honestly, I keep forgetting. Like, I'm playing this as well as whatchamacallit, Republic Commando. Alright, because you have Ironside aiming being the right mouse button. Yeah. Speaking of, I can't believe they fucking. Oh yeah, you got a copyright claim. Yeah, and I didn't do shit. Turns out that they have music from Clone Wars. Oh, that dude's dead. What? The orc in front of him? Yeah. He's just kneeling down. I honestly thought he was like frozen in place or something. Huh. Go figure. Anyway. Ooh, do I get to Jetpack? I think I get to Jetpack. I hope I get to Jetpack. Yep.
Look at these cables.
They must be powering Ork contraptions across the battlefield.
Yeah, I get to Jetpack.
Assault support pods were dropped in this area.
Oh, man. Oh, assault
Take to
marines.
the high ground, Captain. We will deal with the Orks down here.
So why are assault marines usually in bolt pistols and chainswords? The idea is that they do hit and run tactics. They jump in. They jump in, kill what they need to kill, and then jump out. Oh shit. Do I go this way? Yes, I do. Nope. So that's why they're usually, and that's why they're outfit. They're not always outfitted with melta-bombs. What are they outfitted with usually? Frag grenades. Really? Yeah, they just do that. That's weird. Why is it so weird? They jump in, do what they need to. Their main job, a Submarine's main job is sabotage. You don't see them in pitched battles because, yeah, they're Space Marines, they get that sweet-ass 3-up armor save, but, it's not meant for abuse, you know what I mean? Because they jump deep into... Their main job is to jump deep into enemy territory and then jump out. Wait, you're not gonna kill the rest? No. Why the hell should I? Just go here. And then the thing will be out of fuel. Really? Yeah.
No room for that jump back, Captain. That rock delivered the Orks right into the gun fortress.
Ooh, Belly of the Beast. Are you gonna end the playthrough here? No. There's still some other shit I need to do. Once I get inside the gun fortress thing, then yeah, I'll end the playthrough. Alright. So, who's your favorite faction now that you've read all the that you've heard about all the updates? That's a good question. I really don't. Oh, yeah. Well, here's where I entered the gun fort. There's this one. Whatchamacallit? Yeah. I got a set of melted charge.
This fortress is swarming with Orks. Clearing this place will take days.
Those guardsmen cannot survive that long. We find a way to destroy the gun.
Ooh, the Vengeance Launcher. Is that a thing? What, the Vengeance Launcher?
Vengeance launcher.
That sounds promising.
Is that a thing? The Vengeance Launcher? Supposedly? I mean, like, it is in the official rule book. The official codex does support them. I mean, hell, the Bloodravens are now an official chapter now. Oh, really? Yeah, the Bloodravens got popular enough to, like, for Games Workshop to officially recognize them. And I'm pretty sure I mentioned this before. Yeah, there's this one achievement that I'm just not gonna get. What is it? Bolt and chainsword, I think? You use a stalker bolter and a chainsword in this level. Oh, really? Yeah. Why don't you? I don't fucking want to do that. Fuck that.
Look here, Captain. Melter charges.
Put those in the right place, and this whole fortress will come down.
We could put the charge on one of the gun's shells.
Leandros, you do the chapter proud.
Releasing safeguards.
Kill them, Spice Marine.
Remember that we honor the safeguard by exceeding.
Okay, how the hell are melter charges in a Forge world? You have to. What do you mean? How's that a thing? Okay. What do you mean? How's that a thing? It just is. Because the Imperium has a lot of shared... Let me put it to you this way. The Astra Militarum can actually have hovercraft tech. What are you talking? Wait, craft tech? You mean like land speeder? Yeah. And why don't they? Because the parts to make it are extremely difficult. And since the Guard generally favor a stationary defense. Oh, really? Yeah, that's why. If they wanted to, they could have. In fact, Guardsmen have their own light vehicle. Really? Yeah, it's called the Taurus. Taurus light vehicle. That thing has like an autocannon on its back by default and like 200 killer missiles in the front. And it's essentially think the. Wait, where's it coming from? Oh, okay. Think of it as the 40k version. The 40k version of a Warthog.
Shell storage is below.
Really? Yeah, it's yeah. Think of it like that. That's pretty cool. Yeah. I don't know if they brought it to the Codex yet, but I know it's still a Forge World vehicle.
Access restricted to upper decks.
I thought you wanted to end the playthrough here. Nah, fuck it. Okay. I'm having too much fun with Space Marine. I miss this game. Why don't you play online? You know that's not a bad idea. I don't know if anybody plays this game online anymore. Besides, I'm not level 41. Last I checked, I think I was like level 20-something.
Cannon to bits! Okay!
Well, you said shoot you again.
It's a fight now!
Why do you favor the long-range combat? Well, it's a stalker bolter. Where are you? No, you won't. So, how strong is an orc boy? Supposedly they're just as strong as a tactical marine. Oh shit! Really? Why don't they make tactical marines stronger then? Okay, so it's largely theorized that even though like the Primary Space Marines are now a thing, it was back then it was largely theorized that the orcs were the worst of the worst. Really? Yeah, they thought like no that the orcs were the worst thing in the universe during the Great Crusade. So that's why they were basically like even then they didn't have to deal with like dealing with shit, art boys. Art boys? Yeah, those are art boys. And these are grenades. I don't need grenades.
Kill them Space
Here, Captain. We need to get the shell into that loader.
Yeah, I get that. So, what, they never came across Eldar?
There. I will place a charge on that shell.
Supposedly they did. Well, during the Great Scouring, it's believed that humans that were just out of contact with
Now
the
to move
Eldar...
the shell into place.
They did, but, like... The Imperium as a whole, when the Great Crusade was going on, Eldar weren't on their list. Nor was Chaos, nor were Necrons, etc.
We cannot rely on luck for this, Sir Donis. We follow the shell up and make sure it reaches its destination.
Aye. Now back to the lift.
They didn't even, like... During the Great Crusade, nobody knew about the Tyranids either. Oh, really? Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah. They had theories. Don't get me wrong, like... After the that doesn't necessarily mean they didn't have any Tyranid contact. They had tons of Tyranid contacts in like Space Hulks before the Tyranids were an actual like thing. What do you mean thing? When okay, so when the Imperium saw hello.
Come on, then!
Oh, you want this? Bitch.
Nothing my way.
Did they just glitch out? Yeah, it looks like he killed him before I could kill him. So what do you mean? Okay, so, before the Tyranids actually came into the Imperium
This is not a drill.
and devoured the moon of Tyran, the base of Tyran, Space Hulks were there. Thing is, they had Genestealers all over the Space Hulks, and those were technically speaking the first recorded contacts with the Tyranids before the Tyranids got their official title name, etc. Ah, yeah. And now they keep retconning shit. Hey, figure. Well, they have the Genestealer Cult, which never existed. Yeah, it did. When? In the Caspia's Cain book, they were first recorded. Caspia's Cain, Commissar dealt with Genestealer Cult without literally being called the Genestealer Cult. Wait, what do you mean the Genestealer Cult before being called the Genestealer Cult? Okay, in the Caspia's Cain book, there was this one Inquisitor that Commissar Cain rumored to have relations with, which apparently is a nutty no-no. Regardless, they got infected with the Tyranid, like a Tyranid beast infected them with something, with essentially the same shit that makes Genestealer cults and makes you slave to the hive mind. Caspia's Cain killed the Inquisitor and the aide, and he was basically like, "Oh, please, I hope I was right in doing so," and then pulled out the Tyranid thing that was lodged in like their brain or something like that. I don't remember the full details because a buddy of mine was reading that particular book, and I never got a chance to read it. I was just busy reading. I accidentally bought I bought the Dark Angels Omnibus, and that is something I completely regret buying. Why? I don't like the Dark Angels. Oh, yeah. That's another thing they retconned. Lionel Johnson didn't disappear. He was taken by the Chaos Gods, originally speaking. But apparently, they were just like, fuck it. Now he just disappeared instead of being taken by the Chaos Gods into the warp. Yet another reason why you shouldn't really take 40K's lore so seriously, because fucking A, they don't. Games Workshop doesn't, with the whole retconning. Why did they retcon that? I don't know. Why did they... It's not just that they retconned. The Imperial Guard, during the Horus Heresy, I don't know if this retcon's still there. They were talking about how the Imperial Guard were split up into regiments, so that way the Horus Heresy, that way they're never, as bad again. And I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? First of all, the Astra Militarum, or Imperial Guard, has always been around. They were just called the Imperial Army. Why the hell did you just, retcon them to be like Space Marine Super Junior when they've been around for the longest as the Imperial Army? They were called the Imperial Army originally. Why? Why'd they change the name to the Guard? Guess it's as good as... Why the fuck did they change the name to the Astra Militarum? Why is the sky blue? I don't know. Huh. Yeah, exactly. Anyway, let's go in here. Yeah, okay, Gretchen. Oh, marksman mode? Okay. What's marksman mode do? Bullet time. Oh, that's it. Yeah.
Space Marines!
Oh.
There's our shell. The Orks have pulled it out of sequence.
Then we put it back. Leandros, get the shell into that loader. I will cover you.
Oh, why the fuck do I have to do it?
Firing.
Because I already did once, you jackass. You hurry. Wow, Leandros, I wasn't that slow.
Incoming fire.
Gun firing.
So how does Ork technology work? No one knows. What does that mean? Exactly that.
Incoming.
No one knows. They captured Ork vehicles. They tried to run it, and they have no idea because it doesn't run. None of their tech works whenever the Imperium gets their hands on it, which implies either something psychic related.
Enemy sighted.
Run! Turn around. Ow! Fucking assholes.
It's worth dying.
Next time, don't be a fucking coward. Fuck you. So, like, there's that. And, well, one thing they couldn't figure out either was the color red. The color red? And the color red makes Orky vehicles move faster. Why? Something lodged into their brains that they believe the color red makes things move faster. So that's why they paint red all over their vehicles and shit, so that way it runs faster. The Cult of Speed, the Evil Sons clan, the Evil Sons warband is the Evil Sons warband is a huge advocate of this. They love the color red. That's why their banner is red, and etc., etc.
Orks have pulled it out of sequence.
So, okay.
Leandros, get the shell into that loader. I will cover you.
Yeah. In the end, like Orks are essentially, they're the funnest. There's stories on, like, how... Wow, I can't believe I missed that. Wow, you have started drinking. Speaking of, I need to take another drink. Ugh. Oh.
Incoming fire.
Stand clear.
How bad? So, okay.
Incoming.
How bad is the Emperor? He's in bad shape. They have to sack X amount of psychers in order to ensure that he lives another day. Now, the problem with it's not just that. Tech priests have found faults in the Golden Throne that they can't fix, meaning that the Emperor is running essentially on borrowed time. What do you mean by that? Okay, so the Golden Throne is not only a way to keep the demons and shit at bay, because he originally wanted the whole webway thing.
Hold the line.
What the hell? Yeah, it's nice to know that he can phase through a fucking door, and my chainsword can go through doors too.
Gun firing in 3, 2, 1.
Fuck you, you bastards!
choice, Captain. Nothing. We'd be better off seeing this fortress detonate from the outside.
Agreed. Find an exit.
So what do you mean by there are faults that the Tech Priest can't fix? Exactly that. They found faults at the Golden Throne. And now the Emperor is living on what is essentially borrowed time, because he's dying. And those sectors can only keep him alive for so long. And here, and like in the next part, not this part, in the next part, I'll talk...
Guardsmen will get their supplies now.
And in the next part, I'll talk more about that, because I gotta touch up on the Star Children and shit like that. Well, that being said, tune in next time, boppers, for Doug Plays... Are we gonna name it? No, we're gonna ad-lib this. Okay, then tune in next time, boppers, to Doug Plays Space Marine... 40k Space Marine Part 3. Later, boppers. Yes.